Yeah, I really had a chance to get really deep into this, the prep for this week, and last time we spoke to the media, hadn't had probably sufficient time to watch Old Dominion on tape. But after watching them for a while, I'll say that this is an incredibly talented team. What you see from watching them on film is some of the best talent, if not the best talent, that we've played in our six-week schedule, 6-game schedule thus far this year. And so we're going to go on the road. We're going to play in an environment that's very famous in this conference for having one of the best home field advantages. We have to play our best football. We got to play, from start to finish. We got to play better than we've played on the road, and it's a big challenge, especially against the talent we're playing. That running back is an incredibly talented running back. I know Lowry's a really talented running back, but 35 he is a dude. And so that's a full-time job for our team. Finding a way to stop him, and a quarterback is a guy that he gets going, man. He can spin it, he can throw it around, he can run. He's a young player, but he's got all kinds of talent and a good-looking core of receivers. Defensively, I feel like they have the best tandem of defensive ends in the conference without question. Very, very, very powerful between 44 and 7, and then they have an interior pass rush that gets going as well. And their back end is athletic. It's going to be one of the better looking teams that we'll see all season in our 12 games. No doubt in my mind. Very, very talented football team with a lot of really special individual pieces. So we got to play really well, and we got to make sure that we don't. We can't play in fits and starts. We've got to play a complete game to leave with the result, and that's what we got to go down there with the mindset of doing.
So what do you do to neutralize a great pass rush like that?
Yeah, I mean it's a full team job. I think we've had instances of playing some really good defensive ends, and I think that the Wimbush kid from Ball State, when he was fully healthy, I think he got a little banged up during our game towards the end of it. But I'll tell you what, he's that required a lot of the quarterback and checking protections and getting a lot of help from the guards to come out and help against a terrific pass rusher. That's a big part of it, and we gotta continue to do what we do. We can't change who we are as a result of a player, but it's an 11-man job. Our routes have to be right on point. We have to run precise routes. We can't be too deep on our routes. We got to make sure they're right exactly where they're supposed to be, so we can get the ball out of our hands.
How important is it you cut down on the big running plays too that Charlotte had some success with?
Yeah, and even going back and watching the FAU game, against this opponent, FAU on defense, they gave up some explosive runs. I think it's 200 plus running yards on the ground for ODU. So we've got to do a good job of fitting the run game. And that's gonna be critical. If the run game gets rolling for them, this quarterback is going to be very, very dangerous, because you key in on the tailback, on Lowry and 35, and those two guys get going. It's going to leave their quarterback with all kinds of real estate on the perimeter. And they saw the film that we all had a chance to watch in person here, and quarterback had an explosive run for Charlotte, and they had several long explosive runs, which had been uncharacteristic for us. We had been pretty sound, and really since the Illinois game hadn't give up many explosives in the run game. But we've got to make sure we fit the run to the best of our performance so far this season, or it's going to be a game where they're going to get going.
I wanted to ask you about Dalton Ponchilla. You guys got him involved in the offense a little last week. What is it that you like about him that makes you want to get him on the field a little bit?
Yeah, Dalton's very reliable. He's talented. He's played college football, multiple schools. Looking back at his Mercer film, and done some really good things, at the FCS level. And Dalton's comes to work every single day with the right mindset and ready to play. And I think Dalton's got some savvy. He's got some ability to do some things for us. And he battled some injuries during fall camp, which really did impede his progress towards playing a little bit earlier. More soft tissue, small, minor injuries, but it didn't allow him to get all the work he needed to get to catch up for missing spring ball as a transfer. So that was it was good to see him get some stuff going last game, and we want to continue to use him.
You mentioned championship effort a lot. Now it's the second half of the season. That kind of dawned on you guys that this is where it really gets serious.
Yeah, without question, and really the road conference games, the teams that are able to win road conference games are who are going to be champions in the league. Defending your home turf is obviously incredibly important, but have a mentality of going on the road and leaving with nothing short of a victory is going to be the team that really, I think, ends up coming out of the East and West Division to play for the conference championship.
Did you get a final verdict from Evan Sainer?
Yeah, Evan Sainer. He's going to be down for this week, and kind of awaiting options at this point in terms of the remainder of the season.